Welcome to Zabar's and our cheese seminar this evening. The theme of this seminar tonight is not only entertaining with cheese on any budget, but we also have a theme that follows along with the entire board, talking about traveling through time. Cheese is actually one of the oldest foods that we still eat and consume regularly, and has a very rich heritage. And then we also have new history being made with the American cheeses. So we thought it'd be kind of fun to take a travel or a trip through time with cheeses. Starting with it, entertaining with cheese. That's changed a bit, hasn't it? Especially in the US minds. From cube cheese with toothpicks, moving on to a cheese plate of some form, moving into a large cheese counter like Zabar's downstairs that we're cutting to order. People are educated about cheese, are thinking about wine and cheese pairings, cheese restaurants. The United States has evolved really in thinking about how they entertain with cheese and how the different varieties really can be used not only in entertaining but with cooking as well. So that's what we're here tonight to do, is to talk about some cheeses, talk about a model cheese plate that we've created, but also to help you get some knowledge so that you can build your own. Whether you've got the kids and everybody over for a game, or you're having a snack in Central Park, or you're having a nice meal with friends, or you want to create a dessert cheese board. Either way, we're here to help you with that. There's not many rules in cheese tasting, but there is one rule, one basic rule, especially when you're doing a cheese platter. The order in which you eat, at least for the first tasting, is you start with your mildest, your softest, your youngest, freshest cheeses. You're going to work your way around the platter. Always end with the blue cheese. No matter what else you may be serving, and it could be a long list, always end with the blue cheese. The first cheese of the evening is a baby little goat. It's our smallest cheese of the evening. It's a little Chevreau. It comes from the Poitou and Loire Valley of France. This is one of my favorites. One is the size allows it to ripen correctly so that you get the soft, and you're going to see the texture. It's going to be gooey on the outside, a little bit chalky maybe, a little bit cakey in the inside, bright white in texture. It also dries evenly, which is a very nice thing. So that's the cheese that's going to be coming around from you. So taste it, see what you get. Maybe a little bit, the texture maybe is the first thing you notice. Creamy, but a little bit, you see what I mean? Cakey, that density to it. The color is so great. See how bright white that is? It's a goat milk. We can often stand a goat's milk cheese up to a cow's milk cheese and we instantly know which one is which, because the goat is bright white and the cow's milk has this beautiful golden cream hue or coloring to it. So next is the mole eterno. It's a sheep's milk cheese made in and around the town of Mole Eterno. Producers usually will make only about 10 wheels or so it's a very small produce. Then the affineur or the ager will come and pick this cheese up, take it to the caves, which are held at about 2,500 feet. There is where they age them in humidity and the right temperature control, which gives you this dry, flaky flavor. But maybe you've had pecorinos that are kind of spicy, maybe, almost bitter or salty. This has some of those characteristics, but very in the balanced way. This is aged about 90 to 150 days. So go ahead, taste it. It's a little drier than the first one, firmer in texture. Yeah, it's very nice. A little bit more olive, maybe. Sheep's milk have a distinct flavor, different from goat. When people come to us and say, I love nuts, I want a nutty cheese. Sheep's milks with a little bit of a higher butterfat content, that nuttiness protrudes through them. Italians, the Basque region of France, they're very distinct for that. It's great, isn't it? It's a wonderful flavor. We're passing around the next cheese. We're all familiar with Cabot, I'm sure, right? We've all had their cheddars, great cheddars. They've been in business for over 80 years. They make beautiful cheeses. They're a co-op. They were designed to help the dairymen. Everybody came together, gave all their milk to one guy. He made a great cheese. They sold it at the market. Well, they make great cheddars, but they don't do them traditionally as the English do. The English cheddaring, which dates back 2,000 years, is wrapped in cloth. Cabot said, you know what, we think we could probably do that. Let's try it. They took one herd, so they aren't mixing their milks from different herds. They picked one that they really liked, and they started making this cheddar as this big wheel, as you'll see down below. This cheese came out and won the American Cheese Society in 2006 as Best New Product. It was the first cheddar in 2006 to win in London the silver, the highest placement of any cheddar. This is a great cheese, something to take those Cabots and perhaps some of those your favorite cheddars to the next level. Still has a little bit of that American sharpness to it, but the cloth imparts some earthiness, some creaminess. It's a fabulous quality product that he's aging on spruce planks. They're brushing, they're turning, they're taking care of these cheeses like little newborn babies in these beautiful caves up in Vermont. And then we get it here. And plus it's very nice. They are all very important and care about the earth. They're working on being green in all their aspects of production, and they're caring for their facilities and rotating their crops and everything. So not only that, but you're kind of helping the environment as well, which is a good thing, right? What do we taste? A little sharpness? Yeah, little caramel, almost a sweetness to it. Yeah, like butterscotch, which I like. Instead of just sharpness, you get a little bit more out of it. So now on to the last. Notice the last is what? A blue cheese. Yep. And we are back to old cheeses. This cheese dates back to the Romans. It's called Fourme d'Ambert. This is a beautiful blue cheese that's injected with Penicillium roqueforte. It comes from the Auvergne region of France in the town of Ambert. Great caramel, nuttiness maybe, a little bit. It's kind of sweet on the end. We're going to follow that caramel flavor that we had in the cheddar kind of back through maybe a little bit and taste it on the end. It's not too strong. It's also one of my favorite values. And a beautiful detail, this is raw milk. This is absolutely raw milk, aged as it should be. So they inject this blue into the cheese. They allow the air into it. They leave it in caves so that that blue starts to come through. Oftentimes as well, they inject it with the local wine of the region, the Vouvray, which allows maybe a little bit of sweetness into it. Also a little bit of moisture. You'll see, isn't the bluing beautiful? Dark blue, almost black at times. So that's the 4 cheeses of the evening. And just as we've gone through them, this is how you can build your own cheese plate. And you have a story. Sometimes it's fun to pick up those details. So that's what we're there for on the counter, is to help you learn something new, taste something new, whether it's a brand new American cheese, or it's something of a great value, or it's something that just came in. Whatever it is, we're here to help you do that. And we're doing a new thing at Zabar's. Every week, we're picking 4 cheeses and making our cheese plate of the week. It's the cheeses we love, the cheeses that just came in and we absolutely adore them, or is perfect this season, or this is the last of it and you better enjoy it because we're not going to get it till next August and we want you to have it. Whatever that is, we're featuring that. It's on the counter. It's on the blog on zabars.com, as well as we roll out the cheese cart Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and give samples of one of those cheeses. So these are the 4 this week. Next week will be another 4. So do stop by, see us, do some cheese, whatever. And now questions. I'm sure there's some. Yes?